but then it's just like at this point, all the videos on my Explore page are like all memes and like all vines. So like now it's like I'm not learning shit.
I don't know. I let my brother borrow my phone, and then when I got it back, it was so much rugby. I was like, what were you doing on here? But like my wife will use it and just be a bunch of like corgis.
Corgis?
Corgis are adorable, though, I will say.
There's an Instagram.
I was expecting makeup.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to say my wife just does that. I made it cuter. But corgis have like little butts.
Yeah, there's
like
an Instagram page.
legs.
There's an Instagram page about it. Just I think it's just corgi butts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Corgi butts, not
Yeah.
even just corgis. That's
No,
amazing.
straight up
I
corgi
didn't
butts.
know
If
that.
you were on the phone more, you would know that there's a corgi butt page.
There's also dog groomers that specialize in like
Shaping the butt?
shaping the butt.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So they like make a heart.
I would love it. That was my life. How many? What'd you do today, babe? 14 corgi butts. Oh, it's a good day. That'd be nice. That's all the stress in the day.
Yeah.
Would be corgi butts.
That's true. That's a good life.
The worst
That
thing that
is
can
a good
happen is like
life.
I was trimming a corgi and he shit on me. That's the worst thing.
Yeah,
That's about it.
and that's
Yeah, I
easily
mean, I'm sure
cleanable.
some of them don't settle down though.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Have we done? We're done with corgi butts.
I think we're done with corgi butts, but I had the same thing where I was just trying to get off my phone a bit. But literally what I did was I'm only going to check at after lunch and after work, and that really helped. But then even the
Really?
restroom,
Wow.
that's the challenge where you're like, there's nothing else to do.
Huge challenge. And the thing is that I'm trying to up my reading, and in an effort to up my reading, I feel like maybe I'll take a book or a magazine to the washroom instead of the regular phone situation.
Right.
The problem is that the phone is so enticing. It's like choosing cocaine versus like a herbal supplement of some sort.
It's not even a competition.
It's not even a competition. It's
no.
just like you hit it and then you're happy. Plus
Right.
there's so much to do. You can go on Imager.
You can listen to music while you're on Imager.
Right. A podcast even.
Yeah, you can see if new podcasts are out. You can see if there's something on Instagram. Is there a corgi butt you like?
Yeah. Plus, on top of which, now that I got into watching basketball, you can watch a basketball game. There's been a time when I was watching a basketball game here on my computer. Then had to go to the washroom. I loaded up the stream on my phone and then walked my ass to
And then you're in the restroom and you can't feel your feet anymore. Trust me, you sit down long enough, about an 8 to 12 minute mark, you're like, I can't
Yeah.
feel my left one.
No, I've been there.
You've
I
been there too?
completely understand. Just the Instagram Explore page. I just get stuck. It's just an endless loop.
I was on your Instagram page. Very interesting, actually.
Really?
It's artsy. It's like, oh, this girl's trying to do something here. She's got
Yeah,
some stuff
I'm trying
happening.
to because I feel like people look at Instagram and it's like they'll either take you seriously
Yeah.
or not. So it's like I gotta like take me seriously.
I will say that it was definitely like, oh, this is like unique. I felt like your Instagram page was like an artistic story. Like this person's they're trying to do something over here.
He called me and he'd be like, "Brother, what's she doing? What's with the three? What's the three of three of this?"
And then I kept going. I was like, it's a trend. It's a trend. This is art. This is art.
Was
That's how I look
there
at
a
things.
reason why you were doing threes? We were trying to decipher that. We couldn't figure it out.
Honestly, just so it would look nice.
Hey, man, looks nice.
Yeah, because now there's a whole thing about how does your grid look? It's not just
Yeah.
each picture. It's your grid. There's too much to worry about in this life, man.
There is. But you know what? It is. It's a good, nice, like, especially Instagram. It's like a marketing tool now
Yeah,
more
for
than
sure.
anything. And I do all that shit with apps on my phone. Like, it's actually so simple. And then I had, like, a friend of mine, his name is Ahmed, and he's a designer, and he, like, complimented me. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm using an app. I didn't even pay for it or nothing. It's a free
I
app.
love it. I love that mentality. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I am so smart that I can afford to be. I'll tell you this. I'm doing this at work right now. I take my laziest guy and I put him in charge of something. He figures out the easiest way to get it done. And then he feels so proud of himself and I'm proud of him too. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. And that's how I feel about apps with Instagram. Sometimes
You're really,
like, yeah.
you're really finding value everywhere you go, bro.
Everywhere I go, I find value.
This is good. So that Gem Sound event. Okay.
That's where you guys met?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a while back.
It was a while back. Sorry it took so long for us to get you back on the
It's
podcast.
okay.
I was like, I almost think like this girl probably thinks I lied. It was like I was just talking her up and never showed up back for the podcast. But so there's a quintessential sound that I like. And then sometimes I'm listening to it and like a song and say it gets into my car and he's like, oh, this is Yasin music. And it's a very specific sound. And when you came on, if I had dog ears, it perked right the fuck up. I was like, damn, this is great.
If
By far
Yasin
my
was a
favorite.
corgi butt, it will wiggle a little bit. That's going to be the theme of this podcast. Keep going.
Thanks. We can just keep doing that. Such a great sound. And then the thing is that just before your intro, Ahmed was saying how like it's not a matter of whether or not they will make it. It's just when. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's what he's got to say for other people. Then he came on, I'm like, oh, he's gonna make it. It's dope. How long have you been in the game?
I've been in the game. I think maybe like 2 years now, a little more than that. I actually started doing like acoustic music, especially more in Mississauga because that's where I'm from.
Right.
And I was like shy and coy and awkward, so I would just like be places with my guitar, and I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna play this song I wrote, and then I got a good response from it. It made me feel more confident, so then I started going out more.
Right.
Yeah. So
where were you performing? Like mix open mics and stuff like that? Just like cafes?
Yeah, it was mostly open mics. There's this cafe called Studio 89, and it's like a vegan cafe. You've probably heard of it before if you guys are from Mississauga.
Right.
And like I even like hosted a few. Yeah, I did. So I even got to the point where I was like hosting them, and it was like helping me
build up courage
and be confident, just to kind of like
especially
control
at the beginning,
crowd.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was still like figuring out my sound, but that really helped. Like having that responsibility really helped actually just like help me step out of my box, because like my box, I'm like so in it. Sometimes it's bad.
Did you fell in love with the acoustic side first and then just transitioned, or what made you kind of switch it up a little bit? Or like, I guess, people have different interests at different time. You go back and forth.
Oh yeah, I was like emo. I was emo. Yeah. I really
we're like, oh.
I did.
Just
it
based
was
on
like,
the sound that we're getting right now.
It was like I was emo. I listened to like Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens, and like a bunch of others. Definitely at the beginning of high school and the end of elementary school, which is where I was kind of shifting, and I thought like what kind of suited my voice the most, and I was also listening to indie music at the time, so it was kind of just like
on the indie side?
Definitely Feist.
Oh yes,
I love her so much. She's
Musha Boom.
Musha Boom, Musha Boom. Oh my gosh,
See, this is the reason why I wasn't making up that was my sound. It really is.
Yeah, like she actually like was probably one of like my foundational like inspirations in music. Like it was Gatekeeper, her song Gatekeeper off her first album. It was the first song I learned to really play on the acoustic guitar, like that I really loved to play.
Right.
And that I would play all the time. So like that was it. So there was Feist. There was like also like the typical like indie bands that were kind of all over Tumblr at the time. It was, because Tumblr was big back then.
I remember Tumblr. People used to talk about Tumblr.
Yeah.
Now you're like, Tumblr.
Like what is
I
that?
remember Tumblr.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like Daughter was really big. Who else? And then I started getting into like, I don't know, other stuff. There's this one band and they have this song called Electric Feel.
Oh yeah.
And
Wait.
What were they called again?
MDMT. No.
MGMT.
MDMT? Is it
MGMT.
or MGMT?
I think it's MGMT.
It's okay.
Because it's like management. It's weird. So there's like them, and then I don't know, just like all the stuff that was popping on Tumblr. Because when it was popping on Tumblr, I was like, I gotta listen to that.
Right.
So that's what it was, but it was mostly Feist. And I was so happy she was Canadian too.
And were you already like playing music at that point, or was it like this is when you decided to start like, oh, you know what? I love listening to it. I'm gonna start exploring this thing more.
Well, I always wanted to be a musician. I don't think I really unlocked like songwriting abilities, like my actual good ones. Like I started doing like spoken word and like poetry.
Right.
So like I think you'll even find videos of like somewhere like back. You'll probably find videos of me like doing poetry like in cafes and stuff.
That seems to be the entry for a lot of people.
It is because like essentially like music is poetry, and because poetry and music was something like I love them both so much. Like I loved writing. They just together.
Yeah,
just came together.
Made it happen. Do you know a singer named Mistero?
No.
Oh, after this podcast, we're gonna listen to some music. Mistero is also Canadian as well.
That's awesome.
Her sounds amazing, and she only comes out with an album every like 7 years or something. So it's because she's like, I don't care. I don't need to make new music. I don't like that. I like it. I don't like it though, because there's people who need music. But I also appreciate the fact that you're happy not doing stuff, and she's like content and relaxed and whatnot. But at the same time, I don't like it because
I have the same relationship with Tool. You know Tool? The alternative metal band?
Yes.
It's all right. Every time they come out with an album, I know the next one's going to be like, oh, I'll be an old man when the next... It's only like every 7-8 years.
Right.
I'll be a different person.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be... Yeah, anyways.
Oh, gosh.
Tell me about the first time you kind of... you went up and it didn't go very well. Did that happen to you ever?
Actually, that happened to me
Because I know Yasin saw you. A what?
Actually, it happened just recently.
Oh, man.
It was before I had a show that was at Ellen's Bar and Grill, like with a bunch of other rappers from Brampton. But it was right before that, literally the night before. It was an open mic, and I was like stoned like fucking wine, and I was like, and usually artists are just like some of them are like, yeah, that's how I perform. Like I smoke before I go, or I smoke before I perform. So I was like, I bet like this is my moment
And then what happened?
to try it
And then
out.
what happened?
So bad. So bad. I am not that type. I guess it like helps people's nerves, but at this point, like I've been performing like sober for so long that at this point it's just like I need to like be focused.
Right.
And if like that
went
was
too
just
loose.
too much. It was too loose. I was just like some people told me it was good, but I'm so like I'm analytical because
Yeah.
like I always want to be like super amazing, like the best I can be, and I was just like
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
I can't read the crowd if I'm high.
yeah.
I do stand up, and the fun thing is, I've only tried it 3 times. The first 2 times wasn't on purpose. I had edibles that kicked in much later than they should have.
Wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault that I ate that gummy bear. But literally, I was like, somebody would do something, would just start focusing on like, what's this guy doing over here? And at one point, I was like, what are you doing over there? And I was like, I should calm down. I'm pretty baked.
Oh my
And then I was
God.
like, just do it the way you do it. Just do it sober, where you don't feel like anything's affecting you. But people do recommend it sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the heck they're talking about.
You know what? I think it's like if you just become used to doing it a certain way.
Yeah.
And like for me, when people ask me and they're like, how do you perform, or like, how do you do this? I'm usually just like, you have to go up. Like the nerves are they're never going to go away.
Yeah.
You kind of just learn to work with them. And they're there and they kind of like motivate you to do your best.
That's
It's
awesome,
corny,
man.
but yeah.
No, it's true. Look at this one. It's like an inspirational poster. You should put a meme up on
Already.
Instagram.
Already.
Should.
Of 3
Right.
memes.
Well, I mean, like that could open up your Instagram game, and just every third one is going to be a motivational quote.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's what
that
everyone
could
does
be
these
it.
days.
Yeah.
A lot
you know
of
what? It's gotten to be
motivational
too much.
quotes.
It's got yeah. I'm
Even
saying
the-
this ironically.
Even the guy who stole the Oscar from that lady.
Yeah.
There's a guy who stole the Oscar from like a lady who won it. And he did a Facebook Live. He's like, this is what you can do with positive thinking. And I was like, you stole that. What are you doing? And if you go on his Facebook, because I did once
Yeah.
I found his name out, there's one holding like a Writers Guild Award. He's like, this is me speaking my Writers Guild Award into existence, which he also stole. I was just like, even this thief is inspirational. Like everybody is literally, it's too much.
Everybody's
It's too
got
much.
their motivations.
I got The
right?
Rock, and that's about it. After that, I'm like, I don't need people telling me about being inspired.
but with The Rock,
Yeah.
when he's saying it, it's also it's a talking mountain.
Yes.
So like, because you know what? Because there's some people they're telling you motivational stuff, and you're like, really, what did you do?
Yeah.
What have you done? You have to like dig in a little bit, or
Right.
maybe you'll have to ask. But The Rock,
Right?
I mean, his jaws have muscles. Like everything has muscles. His muscles has
Everything.
muscles.
Everything's just so.
Also, most of the time he's talking to you, he's sweating
Yeah.
because he's
I
like
think so.
post workout.
He always looks shiny and sweaty. A little
Yeah,
bit.
because
does
I
always
just
look
worked
shiny.
out. I
You
just
can't
worked
tell
out.
The Rock nothing. He went from being a B-level wrestler to an A-level wrestler to a C-level movie actor to like just a guy in the movie to being like, I'm gonna make a movie every weekend. Like
There's a movie that's coming out called Rampage.
I saw that.
Oh my
I
god!
said-
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
so excited. I used to play that game when I was younger. When
It's
I saw
the game?
it,
Is the game?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
that game.
game.
Where you have to destroy the buildings?
yes, it's inspired off that, right? When I saw that and I saw the monsters, I was like, Rampage, Rampage, Rampage,
That
and then it
makes
was
so
just like, oh my god, it's Rampage!
Wow.
I was so happy.
Did not even put that two together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
download an emulator tonight. Rampage.
Just play it. Just like
play it.
a
Just for the
primer.
movie.
Oh my god, he's friends with a big ass ape. Of course,
Always a
of
good
course
thing.
he
It's
is.
funny actually. There was a meme where somebody put together a bunch of pictures of The Rock from different movies, but he looks the same like in every one.
Right.
So it was like him in the Rampage as like the zookeeper or whatever, and then there was him from
Jumanji, probably.
Jumanji with like the same thing
Yeah.
and the necklace, and they're like, why does he look the same in all the movies? And I'm like, I don't know.
The Rock. You don't have to.
Yeah, you know,
You don't need to pretend.
Yeah, and
When
he.
you're The Rock, you don't need to pretend.
What is it? What's the other one he has? He has the one where he has like prosthetic legs. There's that one coming out too. He is
Wait,
making a movie
really?
every week. Did you not see that one?
how are you on movie? Like she's on movies. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Me
go
and my
double
friend,
check.
like we see movies
Oh,
all the
okay.
time. I just saw Tomb Raider. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
People were saying it wasn't that good, and I was sad.
I really liked it.
Yeah, you liked it? Okay,
I
okay,
really
okay.
liked it because I watched the gameplay. And it was roughly based off the game. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. So for me, it was just like to see a female playing like that adventure role. For me, it was like so much better than Indiana Jones. I was like, okay, well, Indiana Jones is
You
amazing.
immediately dabbed at the movie theater?
Yeah, well, I was just like, I was so happy. I'm like, yes, there's like a female doing this. I mean, all this stuff was happening. I'm like, how are you not getting cut up right now? But it was like, whatever. She survived it. It's cool. It's fine.
You played the PlayStation, well, the one that just came out a couple years ago.
I didn't play the game because my brother doesn't let me touch his console. But I watched the gameplay. I watched the first Tomb Raider and the second. I think there were two.
Okay, because
there were two.
Yeah, and then there's the reboot from like that you can play on the newer consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox, all that other stuff. So this movie has exact set pieces pulled directly from the reboot game.
Cool.
It was the island of Himiko.
Yeah, exactly.
It was that whole island of Himiko, and the ending was just like ending had me fucked. I was so happy. I was really happy.
All right, good.
I feel like
We gotta
You know
watch
what?
this. We gotta watch
I
You
this.
feel
got me
like you
watching
have
Lara
to.
Croft now.
We gotta watch it.
You got me
You
watching
have
Lara Croft,
to.
which is I thought I was gonna write that thing off.
Yeah, me too. Because the thing is that I love the game.
The
I love the
game
game
is
so much.
incredible,
Right?
incredible.
And here's the thing. It's not. This is always for me is like, okay, if you're gonna have like a female protagonist, she can be as cool as she needs to be, but if you don't over exaggerate her physical ability or power, you have to make the mechanic work based on her on her like skill. So it's not like that she's super powerful, and so all of like the movements and things like that is based specifically for her, built for her. So like she uses things to her advantage. There's
I see.
like the way how
She's
she
not just
fights as well.
overpowering men,
She's not just
like-
beating like 12 dudes. She has to
she's
like
not.
and that's
She
what
just
makes
has to
it
work
so
with
much
what she
cooler.
has.
Exactly, which makes it so cool because you have to like. You can't just run into a room and kill everyone. You have to like, I mean, you essentially do run into the room and kill someone.
Kill everyone.
Right.
They just do it in a way that's kind of believable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, that could happen.
And
Yeah, like
I appreciate
maybe
it.
really lucky,
Valid.
like trained all your life. Like, it can-
They got
Yeah.
the actress playing the leading role. She's a solid. I think she's an Oscar nominee, if not a winner. I forgot her name.
Really?
She was
The Swedish woman.
Yes.
Ah,
but she
yes.
she was in
Swedish.
Ex Machina. She was the
Yeah, she was
robot.
a
in
robot. She
Ex
was the
Machina.
Machina.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I've seen her in a couple of movies, and I was like, "Bitch, you're gonna make me cry."
You know,
Like,
this
she's
is the
good.
this is the first time I've ever seen her.
Oh, you've seen her before. She has a very forgettable face.
Oh,
It's like
really?
that basic face.
What? That's so mean.
You've
Like,
seen her?
but I
And you saw Ex Machina,
understand.
and you saw her here.
I understand. You know what? I felt that way about Jennifer Lawrence
Oh yeah,
because
I totally agree.
nobody recognized her as Mystique. To be honest, let's be
you know
real.
what? I thought Bradley
Nobody
Cooper was
did.
pretty big. I'm like, that guy's very forgettable. Like, I didn't realize why he's gonna be a big star, but
Yeah, for real, but he is.
sure is with all that charisma.
I'm still on that rock. I'm trying to figure out the
The
robot
movie,
legs or
him
something.
with the he has like
skyscraper.
Yeah, it's like a skyscraper, and it's like, wow, this building is like the most secure building ever, and then people break into it, and his family's in
As
danger.
soon as you say that, people are gonna break into
It's
it.
the most secure.
This vault is unbreakable.
Like this is the
Shoot.
safest building to be in ever, and his
Yeah.
family's in there, and he has prosthetic legs, and he has to like save them.
That's tough. That's a tall order.
Yeah,
no pun
I know,
intended.
right? And they made him look so like cute and like meek. They put him in a suit.
That's probably why you took it. Or like, hey, we're gonna make you look small for a second. We'll focus on your acting in this one. He's like, I am down. We can do this with a good attitude. We can do anything. And they're like, it just goes right off into. I bet you the hardest part about prosthetic legs on The Rock is keeping them on. He keeps trying to stand up. He's like, I can do it. Rock, we need you to can you just act like you're not strong just for a minute? Fine. I can turn this attitude off for a second. Just feel like he's failing. I think it's possible.
I think it's possible. Freaking Rock is amazing.
Yeah, for real.
Is there anyone who did he step? What shoes did he step into?
No shoes.
No.
He created his own shoes.
He did. He created his own shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Nobody came from wrestling and not only became
He
a...
used to be a football player for the CFL.
Really?
Yeah, that doesn't count as a career move. That didn't make on his resume.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, you guys
He was
heard
in
about that?
Vancouver and then they cut him.
Of course they go. Oh. You know what you make as a CFL player? It's like nothing.
Really?
Like you probably make more than a CFL player. Not even joking. Like CFL players make like... I was looking up lacrosse, like how much, and some of them were like 40,000, 70,000. And I was like, that's good money for playing a game, but
Not for brain injury.
yeah, it's not
Shit. That's true.
CFL stuff.
You know, you should get paid.
Ouch.
You should at least break 6 digits if you're gonna forget alphabets.
I think John Cena was the closest. Another guy who tried. Hulk Hogan If you're gonna say he never got it to that level, but Hulk Hogan,
he was more like he definitely broke into like the reality TV.
Yeah, he had a
He
movie
did-
called
he did that.
Suburban Commando, really good. Where like basically he's an alien who lands on this planet
Okay.
in the backyard of a family that he's supposed to protect. It's like Terminator, I guess.
Ah.
And then another alien lands somewhere else, and he's gonna attack this family. Suburban Commando.
Wow. When did this come out?
90s.
90s.
The good thing about growing up in Pakistan is that if something came out in the 80s, you get it in the 90s. So like you can talk about older shit like because it's new to you.
Wow, you can fit right in. You had
Yeah.
you had a wide range.
I know. I watched Perfect Strangers. Yeah,
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
exactly. Because it's
neither.
gone in the 90s, but I had it from the 80s and like. So yeah, if something was big in the 80s, it got big in Pakistan in the 90s.
Wow.
So that's why I know that. But the Hulk, I think, would be the closest thing from a guy who went from wrestling to superstardom.
And then racism.
And then racism, and then a porn video.
Oh, did he do that too?
Yeah.
Wow, he really
Did
just
he
ran
actually?
all of it.
Yeah, I think with the men, to be honest with you. And then Gawker picked up on it and outed him, and then he sued Gawker for $50 million.
Yeah, he sued Gawker, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be a Hulk thing now, but yeah, that's what happened, I believe.
I feel like he tried to do like a Kim Kardashian thing, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive that I didn't realize you can do the Kim Kardashian thing.
Also,
He kind of did it.
why does Kim Kardashian gets the credit when it's clearly Paris Hilton that started this business? But it's always a Kim Kardashian
No,
thing.
there's a... No. I don't want to elaborate any further. But whatever.
Yeah, she's like, I feel like is Paris pissed now? She's like, I did that. That was my thing. And now
I don't know. They're like two different.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't know the nuances of these people.
Yeah.
Really, it's different. All right, I put it all
Yeah.
the same. They were in the same category for me.
For either one of us to elaborate, we were like, yeah, we saw it. Like, no, we're not doing any of this. I saw a GIF and I turned away immediately, but they're different. Trust me.
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about like
They're aesthetically different.
two different times.
Yeah, they're
You know,
two
there's like
completely
Kim,
different
times. VHS
Kim, yeah, there's
versus,
like
like,
Kim
yeah.
K, and then there's like Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's like she's kind of like back in the day.
Yeah, it was like bootleg,
Yeah.
right? And Kim was like,
Definitely.
there was some production involved. I felt like she was like, she thought about some angles. She's like, this is how we're gonna do this. I look at you this way. You got a moan here. Like she. I felt like there was a director somewhere.
I see.
Oh my god.
But with Paris, it just seemed like, what is?
Right,
Like
right.
I saw
It's a little bit more raw.
Oh yeah, it's stupid.
Okay.
Like you shouldn't. What are you doing? You have the Hilton fortune.
Yeah, that's
Kim
true.
Kardashian should get to beg, borrow, and deal for what she needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's she gonna do? Paris Hilton doesn't have to do anything, and she's like, "I'll suck a dick in the dark." Like what?
She's apparently a DJ now.
Whatever, Yasin.
I heard about
Yeah.
that. She's opening up
I hear
nightclubs in Italy or something.
Or
my
something.
God.
Let's find out.
Or
This is gonna be a
something.
weird
I
search.
heard about that. She's like opening up nightclubs.
So I think what happens is they have her. There might be true that she might open up nightclubs, but they will just have her come in to DJ, and a bunch of people come, and then she goes, and that's it.
and then she leaves. Yeah, that's probably it.
It's not like a DJ. She probably
Yeah.
most of it's just recorded.
She probably just stands behind it.
And she does this, and she has the headphone off,
she's
and then
like,
has this off.
I'm Paris
Yeah.
Hilton.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're like,
exactly
oh my god,
it.
you're Paris Hilton. That's why we're all here.
Exactly.
And she's like, give me your money.
yep. She's like, check's gonna clear.
There's a Cora question.
Ooh,
we
like
go.
Avatar, Cora.
No, you know Cora, the website.
Oh,
we
okay.
just ask questions.
Cora.
Is Paris Hilton a good DJ?
I think we can answer that without Cora.
That was a question. Wait, hold on a second. Someone wrote like 4 paragraphs. I'm not gonna read the whole
What?
thing.
Is there a synopsis or a conclusion?
I'm trying to.
Hence, that part. No.
Wow, no, I don't think anyone stepped up to answer. It was like that. That was just a guy explaining his question.
Well,
Jeez.
I wonder. He posted it, didn't get any results, and he's like,
I guess
I
I better
gotta-
explain. I better elaborate. And also, why is he asking? What do you think, buddy? Yeah,
What
she's
if she's-
phenomenal.
What? Yeah, but what if she is though?
No, why would she be?
Come on.
She
What?
doesn't,
Help?
she doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
That's true.
she doesn't have to.
There's
be.
no pressure.
She doesn't have to be.
Plus,
so
like-
why would she be?
I think she was like, well, I'm at clubs constantly.
Yeah.
Might as well start getting behind this. I don't think she has any passion for music.
Mm-hmm.
She just has like somebody who makes her playlist and she goes, click. She goes, yeah.
It's a little
Probably it.
disappointing, like I don't know why I want to dive deep into Paris Hilton right now. But
I'd
I'm
be
just-
that way
whoa.
if I had
I'm-
money like that. Are you kidding me?
Really, because like the thing is that you have
that's true.
the way how I'm imagining it is that everyone thinks that they know her, right? They think they watched the tape back then. She's just a rich person. She's a socialite, all that other stuff. But maybe she lacks meaning in her life. And then, eventually he's like, look, I'm going to try to do this DJ thing really well.
Yeah.
And, maybe that is going to fill the gap in her the chasm of her chest. And
so what
that
if
was going to
Paris
give her
Hilton is
fulfillment.
working her ass off at something she's super passionate about? She's pouring her life into it, and we're like, whatever, Paris.
Basically.
Aww.
Yeah, we're assholes. Or she
Shoot.
sucks,
And she doesn't care.
and it's probably more likely. Whatever.
All right, let's put it to you this way.
I'll give it her pass because Lindsay Lohan is worse than her. So all right.
Is she coming back? Did she become Muslim? At one point she came...
What?
No,
What?
stop all of that.
Yeah.
She was reading. We're not even trying to collect that.
Wait. No. It was on her Instagram
Are we?
page. Yeah, she actually was reading the Quran for realsies. And she posted a couple things
I
that
don't
had
even
like
know what to say
quotes
about
from
that.
the Quran.
I feel like people are doing it for attention if she's doing it. I don't know.
I can't.
I can't.
There was a
We're
time
on the same page. I can't.
I don't know.
there was a time where she was like, I watched Freaky Friday. She was just a regular person.
Wasn't that she was like 12?
No. I don't know.
Oh, there was one where she had like a twin. That was
Yeah.
a different one. That was a good one.
Freaky Friday is when she switched bodies with her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That went sideways.
Yeah.
Do you worry about that? Like, what if I hit a big and go like take this all goes to my head and I'm like doing cocaine?
Just Amy Winehouse it.
But I'll go down in history if I Amy Winehouse
Oh,
it.
shit.
That's some scary shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
See,
it.
like, I'm
for the
not-
art form, eh?
For
Just-
the art, I mean, like, I'm not really.
Here for a long time. I'm here for a
I'm
good
not
time.
here for. I'm not here for a long time. I actually say that a lot, but I'm not really like too big of a drug person, and I'm not even being like, oh, I don't do drugs. Like I
No,
smoke
obviously
weed,
not.
like whenever I smoke weed, but I've never like. Well, I do. There are a lot of things I want to try, but like I'm chill about it. Like if it's there,
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, maybe.
It won't like run your life or anything.
Yeah, it's not like I'll be like, I need this, but it's like
need
if it's
MDMA.
there, it's
Right.
like maybe,
Maybe
I'll,
that
weigh,
might-
I'll weigh the
That might go into me.
pros and cons
I feel like
in my
that's
head.
half of that decision is only up to you.
Yeah, it seems like half of it.
The rest of it is the actual drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, if you die young, like people look at what you're doing and they're like, oh
You know
shit.
how old Kurt Cobain was when he died? Take a guess.
27.
Young.
27. That is exactly right.
Yeah.
Did you know already, but you wanted to say no and have a good guess?
No. I just give because like there's so many artists that die at the age of 27. The 27
Really?
the 27 Club.
Wow.
Yeah, let
I
me
didn't
rattle
know
off. I'll rattle off
that.
some names.
I didn't know that.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 18.
Oh, you got like 9 more years ahead.
Yeah, I got 9 years.
And then you get
Then you can just kick it right
And
Yeah,
then
like,
go
I'm
down
gonna-
in history. That's it.
Then you're like, I'm gonna have all the drugs.
Yeah.
All of them at once.
All of
This is
them
gonna
at
be
once.
fantastic.
Oh gosh, see, I feel like that works well for certain people and doesn't work well for
What
others.
do you mean, dying at 27?
Well,
Which part?
I don't know. Like, there's some artists that kind of like their music took off afterwards, and then there's some that kind of just like it just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's interesting when it's some people are like one-hit wonders, but other persons, like I'll say, like this person had a really good album and then never came back to that again.
Yeah.
It's what happened to Soldier Boy, right? I thought he was, or not even
Soulja
Soldier
Boy?
Boy, but like
Soulja Boy, he was like flexing fake money one time. And
They
somebody
all
like
are.
zoomed in, and then like it showed that there was like white pieces of paper in between. They're
See,
like, yo.
that's not as bad as what Lil Bow Wow did.
Oh, I heard about
Oh my god.
that. Yeah.
Didn't he pay people to chase him?
I don't know about that. I know that he took a picture of a private jet saying that he was going to jump on that jet, but he actually posted after he had posted, there's another picture of him in a regular airplane posting that picture.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, that's what happened exactly. Oh my god, that's
That's what happens when you pretend to go on a private jet.
oh my gosh.
Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin looked like she was a good 42.
Yeah,
She's doing all the wrong drugs.
kind of beat there. Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison was 27. He also seemed old and
Yeah.
rough times over there.
Well,
Who else?
there's a long list. It's just people that I don't know.
Can I see it?
Yes, Bruce. Go ahead.
We know different people.
Yes, we definitely do.
Richie Edwards? I don't know.
I don't know.
Killing me.
You guys
So
talk.
you're saying, so you had mentioned that the Mississauga scene with regards to music is not as poppin' as
God, it is so dry.
really compared to
Yeah.
Brampton. Out of all places, I
Compared
would
to
have never.
Brampton.
I would never.
And you know what? I say that because I went looking for it, and I went looking for it really hard. Like, we have the Mississauga Arts Council, which I think is good, is good. But when you look at Brampton, and I had this conversation with somebody, and I forget who it was, but they were telling me that the difference between Brampton and Mississauga, and in terms of how they run the city and how they allocate funds, or however they run the programs, fund the programs, is that in Brampton they're trying to make it look cool and make it look appealing, because the people in Brampton that are doing music are really involved with the city. Like the community is actually pretty small, and it's the same in Mississauga. Once you get around enough, you start seeing the same people like over and over again. And it's a beautiful thing. But in Mississauga, it's like,
It's
not as cool. It doesn't feel the same.
It's not.
There's no
see,
heart
it is.
there.
It is. It's just
I like how
a
we're
lot of
just
it.
like filling in the blanks. Like, what's this mean? Is it this?
A lot of
This?
it, it's just like, I find that it's not enough young people. They don't have enough young people, and like, I mean, there are some, but it's not as much as a creative community as I would say Brampton. Like, creators, like, you can get on a stage, and I used to do it, like, you can get on the stage, do covers of stuff with a guitar, and not even like to bash anyone, like, it's great, but if you actually like want to be a musician, like, you're creative and you're doing your own thing, the platform that you need to kind of get the attention and get the press, all the words that I can't find in my head right now. Like, to get that, I feel like the platforms, they're just in Brampton and Toronto. Like, more Toronto than Brampton, but Toronto is like, I feel like it's a little cliquey. I'm trying to get in it. It's kind of hard, but I'm getting there.
That's right. You're gonna get there.
I am.
I will say, when I started doing stand up in Toronto, I realized it was very clicky. And then what you do is you show up enough, and you're like, shit, I'm in the clique.
Yeah.
But that's what happens with any cliques. Just like, you show up long enough.
You show up, you just start to belong. It's just like, I feel like you just have to go there and you have to be like, I belong here.
Yeah, like
Like,
Alcoholics
I'm not-
Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walk up there,
Just
grab the mic.
keep going.
Be like,
after
look, I'm
show
gonna
up.
sing this song real quick, and then let them.
I was
fall
at an
off.
open mic, no joke, and a guy came in, totally very much. He's like, I live at Cam H. This is my 5 minutes. And he lives at Cam H, which is obviously for people with addictions and stuff. And this guy was like, had like, what's
Track
it
marks?
called? Yeah, track marks like you wouldn't believe. Like, he had started and stopped. And he did 5 minutes on politics, kind of funny. And at the end, he goes, ha! And he walks off. And he left. And we're like,
Well done, man. Hey, you showed up.
thanks for starting and stopping. We like it. We like it. When are you going to be performing next?
Yeah, what's next?
Honestly, I have no idea yet. Right now, I'm kind of just like making music, living life, kind of deliberating on what I want to do. In terms of like, if I want to go somewhere that isn't here for music. Yeah, I know I want to travel. Like, I'm definitely like, this year I want to go to LA and New York. I did go to Baltimore because I know a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So it was great, just to, like, party and network with a bunch of people. It's actually weird how I met people that were important. And I was like, how did I meet you? But I met you. Yeah, so that's really what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get into Toronto more because that's where a lot of the shows are. And I feel like just more people show out for it.
Right.
So I want to go there, just show up more. I'm trying to like build the connections.
That's super cool, man.
Don't.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
let people know that I'm here.
right.
Because
Yeah.
that's what it is for me. It's like,
You're doing that right now.
I am. I'm trying to just be like, I'm here.
Yo.
And my music's like good.
It's dope.
So just like believe
Listen
in
to it.
me,
Tell
support
people.
me, like give me a platform. I won't let you down.
How could the people find you?
Like just through Instagram usually. People find me a lot through
What's your
Instagram or
Instagram?
like my Twitter.
Tell the phone.
Tell this. My Instagram is
You like
Meleena.
Instagram?
My
Sorry.
Instagram, it's Meleena SY, Mileena SY. It's the same thing on Twitter. It's the same thing on SoundCloud. You
Nice.
can find me.
Right.
If nothing else, it's a cool Instagram to check out, I will say.
Yeah, it's
like
artsy.
just conceptually, you're like, it's a concept.
We're pushing the wrong thing though. That SoundCloud though.
That
That's
sound clock is
though.
legit.
It's SoundCloud though. All right, it's not. I'm not even making this up. When I set up the studio, there's times where I go to the SoundCloud, just press play on your playlist,
Oh,
and
you
let
just
that play in the
myself
background.
play?
Yes, that's what we do.
That's beautiful. That makes me so happy.
It's great. It's so good. It's one of those things where you're like wondering when. That's basically it. And this is the reason why when you said, hey, you want to go other places for music, like, no, do it over here. Like you can do it. You're awesome. It doesn't have to, the talent doesn't need to go away. It can start here and then you can go somewhere else. You know, like Drake did it over here, represented, he became, the Raptor spokesperson or whatever.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Then he went wherever he wanted to go. Because did anyone get pissed about the fact that God's plan, in the song, he says, I make sure the North eats. But then he's giving all the money in the United States and nowhere in Canada.
So many people are mad about that.
What the frick, bro?
I was kind of cheesed about it too. I was kind of just like,
I love
that's
Drake.
incorrect. Like that's incorrect. But I mean, I'm sure he does a lot. He does.
I think it's hilarious. The guy gives away money and like, you didn't give it to people here. Those people don't need as much as these people.
He did help people though.
He did, yeah. Those people seem very
I can't
happy.
hate him for that. But
I'm not hating. I'm just merely saying.
Wasn't it
just
all
like-
over the place though?
No, I
Or
think
was
it was
just in Florida.
I think it was just in Florida. Yeah.
He's
in
like, we're
Florida?
shooting this weekend.
Right.
What's the budget? We'll just give the money away. That's what we're gonna do. It'll be fine. Trust
and we
me.
just happen to be in Florida, so it's happening.
Right.
It's happening.
No, I mean respect. I'm just merely saying. The North didn't eat off of that budget, man.
That's true. We'll tweet him.
Should we-
When we have him on. We'll
Yeah,
let him
we
know
should
you
ask him.
said
We'll
that.
ask him
and
some-
we'll start like a beef between you guys. You'll blow
my
up.
God.
It'll be great.
Melina
will
said
know
you weren't
you.
shit. You're
He'll write
giving money to the Florida.
He'll like rap a diss tape about you,
Oh my god.
and then you're gonna have to diss him back.
Right. Then you can work with Alyssa Cara.
Alessia
Fire
Cara?
back. Alicia
Oh my
Cara. There we go.
gosh.
Yeah,
Right. Fire that back.
or Alyssa, whoever you could work with. Whoever. Man. Bring your posse. Bring your crew.
How old is Alicia?
10.
Alessia?
10? No, she's 17, right?
No, I think she's
I
17.
think she's in her 20s.
Now?
No. She didn't grow 4 years.
I swear to God, she's in her 20s.
Really? All right, say
Yeah,
it.
How
I
old
think
is
she's
Alicia Cara?
21.
Alessia Cara is 21 years old.
21.
Dang, she caught up.
I knew
I mean,
it.
yeah, the years went and she went with it.
How'd they go
Yeah,
so
for
quickly?
real. You know what? So like I'm a waitress because music doesn't make all the money sometimes, but like
Yet.
yet.
Uh-huh.
So I'm a waitress. I work at Wild Wings.
Which one? Sorry. Which one?
That's private.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. It's the one at Heartland.
Oh, okay.
Come in.
I know that one.
We have-
Get some wings.
We have great chicken wings. My
I
favorite
believe
is
you.
Sweet Escape.
What?
But actually, her uncle came in and ordered wings on the day of the Grammys because her family was like getting together.
Right.
And I was like, oh, are you having a party? Because I socialize with customers. And like, so like,
Are
are
you
you
having
having
a
a party?
party?
Like, what's the event? And then he was like, oh yeah, my niece is like on the Grammys. He's like Alessia Cara, and I was like, oh my god! I'm like, that's awesome.
amazing.
I was just like, whoa.
You just start singing right there. Hey, uncle, check this out. Just sing right there, and you'd be like, "Yeah, okay, you're pretty good. Just to help you out there."
Oh gosh, honestly, I didn't. He actually like was complaining. He's like, last time I came to Wild Wings, they messed up my order, but this one's closer than the other one. And I
Wow,
was
his
like-
focus is really
I
on
was
those
just
wings.
like,
eh?
I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
So funny.
Priority number
I
one.
was like, I'm
wings.
so sorry that happened to you, sir.
Customer service right there.
Yeah, and then I was just like, I wrote like all the details on the receipts like for the cook, and I just hope the cook didn't mess it up because I had to like leave I left already by the time he was making it.
Not your fault.
So
Wild
I was
Wings,
like,
whatever.
I was like, I hope because I want to see that guy again.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
And
be
then
like,
be like, hey, remember me? I gave you wings. And he's like, what?
yeah, it'd be great. I don't know, just see him again. It
cool,
really,
though.
at that point, I was just like, wow, she really is from Brampton, eh? I was like, for real.
Yeah.
She's for real from Brampton.
I saw like a celebrity. Shit. If I can't remember them, they're not a celebrity, I guess. Who did I see?
Sea
I
level.
saw Harvey from The Suits. Right?
Okay, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
where?
I saw him at Eaton Center, the mall.
Oh, yes, because they shoot a lot of suits in Toronto now.
So they kind of live here for parts of it. So I'm getting shoes, he's getting shoes. And I was like, are you Harvey? And he was like, not in real life. He's like, I'm trying on shoes. And I took that as in like, hey,
Just,
And I was like, no
leaving
problem,
the-
Harvey.
Oh my god.
Hey, leaned into it. That's good though.
But I was like, oh shit, it's
I'm
a
trying
celebrity.
on shoes. I can like imagine how he says it too.
Yeah.
No, he's very unimpressive as a regular person.
Really?
Like his I guess it's to the
stature
credit.
and-
It's to the credit of his acting capability that Harvey Specter is like a badass. Because regular Harvey, when he's just doing like the interviews or whatever, it's like all of it is gone. He's so weak. He seems so weak
He just
and
seems like a
soft.
guy.
God.
Yeah, it's really
didn't
like
Yeah.
because you watch Tony Stark
Oh,
do his stuff.
exactly the right example.
Right, he does. Tony Stark is Tony Stark, and then when Tony Stark is not Tony Stark, he's
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock
Or
Holmes.
if he's in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or he's in whatever.
or if he's just on the red carpet.
Yeah.
right. Robert Downey Jr. is on all the time,
Yeah.
and he's as impressive as he is when he's not acting as he is when he is acting.
He really is.
However,
Even if he's playing a black guy, playing a white guy,
yeah.
all the same.
Harvey Specter, however, goes from like quarterback to nerd really hard, really quick. I remember I was like,
unfortunate.
it ruined everything for me. I only watched 2 seasons of Suits. That was it.
Oh, really? I think I was watching it along with my mom, and then I kind of faded off, and now I'm watching. Well, I do keep up with Scandal.
Right.
What else are you watching?
Scandal,
You watch This Is Us?
anime, no.
What
wait,
anime?
Wait.
Wait, what anime? All like the girly high school like rom-com shit.
Okay, so
Yeah. Probably not what you
He
watch.
uncrossed his legs. He's like, oh.
It's like, oh yeah, what anime? And I was like, oh,
What's a girly rom-com? Just so I know. So I have it in my
like-
brain.
like Toradora, or like Say I Love You, or like Oran Academy, High School Host Club, or like Shugochara.
Any of this resonating with you?
0.
I'm
And,
sorry.
and I mean, like, I'm open to watching new stuff. It's just that we were supposed to watch the swimming one.
Right.
Oh my god, free?
Yes.
yes,
Yes,
that's
with all the
one.
guys?
Yeah, is that good? Have you seen it?
I started watching it, but then I kind of fell off. I need romance. It keeps me interested.
Well, was this just about swimming? Like, what was this about?
I have no idea. It was
it's just about swimming.
Oh no!
It was
Wow.
recommended by like a hard anime lover. Now we had her on to talk about Attack on Titan.
Ah, yes, I saw.
Oh, you did see it.
Great.
All right, cool.
Excellent.
So
Did you
then-
like the first season or second season?
I never watched Attack on Titan.
Not enough romance. Not enough romance.
You know
It's
what?
true, There's
That is true. There is a significant lack of romance in that show.
Even in the second one, he's like looking at the Titan. He's like, "Is that her?" And I'm like, "That's not. You can't love that."
Yeah.
It was really. You should watch it though. It's good.
I heard. You know what? I did. I've watched animes that weren't romantic, really. Like, well, I mean, Sword Art Online it became romantic, but it started off just like conceptually, like really fucking cool. And then I also watched Death Note.
Death Note.
Death
Right.
Note was
Death
sick.
Note.
That was like gripping. Like I just couldn't stop watching.
Right.
I was just
Don't watch the Netflix one.
no.
Oh.
Right.
No, as soon as I saw they casted a white guy, I'm like, this is a joke. I'm not even gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
I was like,
do
this
that.
is not happening. I was like, why is this emotional like white boy?
I had no idea why
Playing-
it rubbed me the wrong way. Even though I don't know why. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right.
No,
That's
it's
it.
so wrong.
It's just
it
hitting
was
me all
so
wrong.
wrong, just like the live action Avatar.
That was fucked up.
So
I've been trying to
fucked
curse
up.
less, but that meant I was pissed off.
We
for a
are
minute.
we passionately hate that movie.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Yeah,
because
we
we
can
love the
passionately
cartoon
hate
so
it
much.
together.
Yeah.
Such a good cartoon.
Great.
And even
cartoon.
like Legend of Korra, like it's good just the same,
Decent.
not as good, but
Yeah.
I mean like
I blame M. Night Shyamalan.
they didn't screw it up, you know?
Yeah, M. Night freaking Shyamalan.
Yeah, very for sure.
Yeah, disowned.
Yeah.
That being said, that movie Split by him is freaking dope.
Yeah,
That
Split
was
is
really
good.
cool. That was really cool.
Does
And
not
it
make
was
up.
what it was and it was linked to that Bruce Willis movie. What was it called?
Oh, Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Was it linked? How?
I don't remember. I never
Okay.
watched it. I never watched it.
Just kind of like random information.
Like, you know,
I
it's
like
linked to that one movie
Yeah.
with Bruce Willis, Unbreakable. Yeah, it is. It's linked somehow because that girl.
Because that was about superheroes too, and he's turning into a superhero technically.
well,
like,
he's
like
turning into a
superhuman.
supervillain.
Supervillain,
and
yeah.
then she becomes like a heroine in a way.
Ooh,
Yeah.
exciting.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
go and research that. Talk about that in the next podcast, bro.
Yeah, you
Hundo
actually
P.
should. I did. I just saw it when I was like looking up stuff. When I was looking up that movie, because after I watch movies that are kind of like intense,
Right.
I look up like explained and I just
Right,
watch it
yes.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
what
shit
did I
too.
miss? What did my
That's true.
what did my dumbass miss? I was just there like, whoa, this is so cool. I just missed
That
all the
does happen.
concepts, the themes, just
Some movies you space out for 5 minutes. You're like, where are we? What just happened? Like, what did I miss? Seems like a whole different movie now.
I watched Annihilation.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh my
what?
god.
Yeah, some movies you completely
I
forget
can't
about.
explain it too much because
Yeah.
we gotta go. But I will say it's a cool concept. Essentially, it's an alien thing that lands on Earth, and it changes the area. Like it's sort of like a boundary that's slowly engulfing a portion of Florida.
Ooh.
And anything within it gets genetically rearranged.
I know what you're talking about.
And mutates in sometimes absolutely horrendous, scary ways, and sometimes beautiful
I'm
ways.
watching it. It's on Netflix.
No, but
What's it called again?
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
It's
But it's
called
good?
Annihilation.
Annihilation,
And
yeah.
was it plot wise? It was like this woman and her husband goes into it,
Yep.
and then she needs to go.
No,
into it
hold on.
too.
What are you doing? Stop it. Are you about to tell me something?
No, it's just
Okay,
it's just a
good.
preview.
All right, good. Keep going.
Yeah, that's just a preview. And then like her husband goes in, and then he never comes back, and she's like, "Where did he go?" And they're like, "He went into that," and she's like, "Bet I'm going." And they're
man.
like,
Exactly
nobody
it.
comes back, and she was like, "I'm still going though."
Right.
See?
But there are central themes, and then there's themes that they already set up. The reason, her motivation for even going on the suicide journey. It's really good.
I'll check it out.
The last 10 minutes. Do not space out in the last 10 minutes. Otherwise, you will be exactly that. What? It's a little weird.
I believe.
Wait, is it in theaters? Like what? Where's it at?
It's released in the UK version of Netflix, but it's not released in the American version yet.
Okay, so I can find it on Cody.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
We're going on Pirates Bay tonight.
Without a
Yes.
doubt.
That's
That shit is foundable.
All right.
But there it is.
There's no excuse not to find something anymore. It's like,
Yeah,
if it's
I
out there, I'll
know.
find it. It's in another
It's
country,
there.
no
It's on
problem.
the internet.
Right.
I'll find it.
Yeah, it's in Mongolia. I'll get it. Don't worry about
Also, Netflix should just release it for everyone. There'll be more people watching the freaking
it. Yeah, I
movie.
don't know how the licensing
Yeah, for
works. I
real.
wonder.
Whatever. It's an American movie. It should be available in North
I
America.
agree with you
That's
because
it.
you're here and Netflix isn't.
Yes, exactly. If Netflix were here, a different story, but who gives a
Netflix
crap?
can't argue.
Whatever. They're
I
not
was
here.
just telling you to chill.
Okay, we will post all of your information and links in the description.
Wild Wing address.
Come
That
to
too.
Wild Wings.
Is it okay we play one of your songs for the outro? A little later, we put
sure,
that together.
Go ahead.
All right. Is there one that you can recommend?
Honey Blues. I just released it. Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand
To
new.
the camera. It's like brand
new. Check it out. I see you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you
better
released
do it.
the lyrics on Instagram.
I did. I put the lyrics up as
that.
well.
Singer-songwriter.
All right. Thanks for hanging out.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
People, that's the end of the podcast. Check out this song, Honey Blues.
Honey Blues.
Honey Blues. Take care of yourselves. Good night.
Honey, you like me, don't you? Say no and I'll have the blues. It annoys me how I like you. I'm acting a fool. Take me as I am and give me every little piece of you. Helplessly so needy, I want more than you will give into. Your taste is oh so particular. I hope that I am your flavor, boo. I'm trying to get your attention, all of my energy right from the start. It's so exhausting, but it's cool. What you doing to hit the spot, sweet like apricots? Do you even want me to wait? I know you do, I know you do, but not as much as I want you. knows what this key is for. And I wanna know what's behind the locked door. Don't want you to be the only way I know to feel all better and all good. Soul food for the heart, baby. Let's not fall apart, baby. Let's resume the start, baby. Talk to me, talk to me. I'm trying to change. I will change my ways, but you gotta come through and talk to me, talk to me. I think your body is a garden. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm willing to pay. I think your shoot is the sharpest. You make me feel like a goddess. Sunshine, you are my sunshine, love, sunshine. Coming from up above, doing laundry at peak times. I'm in my prime time, but I'm feeling lost. Oh, so lost. But here you are, sunshine. I know you don't have all the answers, but I wish you did. And I wish I was still a kid, but only sometimes. Hey, sunshine, come and keep me cozy tonight. Tonight, 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 tonight. Tonight, 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 tonight. Sunshine, oh sunshine. Oh, I miss you in the evening, wish you were here every minute, but I know you're super busy. The world is there for you to babysit, and you with the kids, but don't forget about me. I'll shine regardless if you're here. So I got nothing to fear. Oh, sunshine. Oh, sunshine.
There are two things that I admire in a Leo. Even though I said one thing earlier. There's two things. Their work ethic and their ability to make friends. Because they're so outgoing. They are like never shy. I've never come across a shy Leo. They're super bubbly and fun and happy, and everybody wants to be their friend. It's cool. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I'm just kind of chill, you know. For me, it's like I speak when spoken to. I'm just chill. I'm here. Hi, what's up? Like, I don't really go out of my way. Leos are like super out there. If they're in a room and they don't know anybody, by the end of the day, they know 20,000 people. It's like, it's cool. I wish I was like that. I really do wish I was like that.